Hello guys, welcome to a new vlog. Today I wanted to shoot a really quick video just to show you what I'm going to be putting in my daughter's Easter basket. Easter is less than a week away. I can't believe it. It is spring, but it still feels freezing out, so it doesn't feel like we're ready for Easter yet. Hello sprinkles. But I just thought, I know that it's kind of last minute, but I thought this might be helpful if you are still looking for some gifts for your child's Easter basket. Obviously, there is no right way to do an Easter basket, but the things I'm going to be sharing and talking about are very intentional. And by that, I mean they're things that I think that my daughter will really like, but that she's going to play with for a long time. So my goal is to not just buy cute things that I have a reaction to on the shelf that I don't think she'll play with for more than a few weeks. I'm looking for things that are sustainably made if possible, and also things that are well made and that are going to last a long time and endure rough play. Things that are for creative play, so more open-ended toys that she can play with in multiple scenarios, not something that is battery operated that doesn't inspire that creativity. So the first thing I want to talk about is the basket itself. I don't know what everybody else does, but growing up I feel like we got a new Easter basket every year. And I know that stores like Walmart and TJ Maxx have a lot of really cute bunny-shaped Easter baskets, but they don't look very sturdy and they don't look like they last for a long time. And I think the idea is to get rid of it and get a new one every year. But I'm trying to avoid that, so I thought it'd be nice to get a basket that I really like and that I think my daughter will play with, or that I can use for storage throughout the year. And then the night before Easter, my daughter can put her basket out and then the Easter bunny will come and fill it and hide it somewhere in the house. Right now, I have this BOGO basket, which I love. I bought this months ago from Bella Luna Toys. It is child size, so it is quite small, but it will do for now. I think next year I would like to get a bigger one, just because this is pretty small, but I really like this. The colors are beautiful and spring-like, and I like that it has this little swinging handle. It's very cute. This is also be very cute for doing an Easter egg hunt. I could just imagine little toddlers carrying this around and collecting their Easter eggs. But we use this right now to store my daughter's toys, like her little animal figurines. But I am definitely going to have her put this out for the Easter bunny to fill this year. And I think that's just a cute little tradition. Maybe people already do this and it's like a normal thing, but that's not what we did growing up. So that's what I'm going to be doing for my daughter. And I'm hoping I could find something similar to this in just a little bigger size. But the nice thing is too, you can use them throughout the year as well, like for storage. They look beautiful in your house. Okay, so the stuff that we're going to be putting in the basket, the first little like category is stickers and tattoos. So I got these Dejeko tattoos. I have butterfly ones. And there's 50 plus tattoos in here. And these are fairy tattoos, which they're so whimsical and so beautiful. I really, really like these. And this brand of tattoo, I feel like it stays on for a lot longer than some of the other ones she's had. So that's why I chose these. And I also got these fairy stickers. This is from Peter Popper Press. I believe I got these from Bella Luna as well. But I thought that I can put some of these in her basket, and then I can also put some in Easter eggs for the Easter egg hunt, because although I have no issue with her having chocolate on Easter, there's going to be chocolate in some of the eggs. I don't want there to be chocolate in all of the eggs because it's just going to be a little bit too much chocolate. So I figured I can cut up some of these stickers and tattoos and put them in the eggs for her to find. And it's just something different and whimsical. I really, really like these. I think they're beautiful, and I know my daughter will like them. The next little category of thing I have for her basket are books. And if you saw my last video, it was all about whimsical spring books. So I'm not going to talk too much about each of these because I already talked about them in that video. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But I have several books for her Easter basket because she really loves to read, and I feel like offering seasonal books in our house is so important to, I mean, obviously teach her about the seasons and about nature and give her that connection to the natural world, and just kind of root her in what is happening in the world at different times of the year. And so I got several books. I actually have another book as well, but it's just so big, it's not going to fit in her Easter basket. This is What is Hiding in There by Daniela Drescher. And this is just these books. I chose all of these books because I like the illustrations. I think that having beautiful illustrations in books is very, very important. This book, especially Daniela Drescher, her artwork is absolutely beautiful. It is so whimsical, soft, beautiful, like watercolor paintings. This is a Lift the Flap book, and there's all these cute little whimsical creatures in the forest that you can find under the flaps. So I'm really excited to gift this to her. I have the Spring book by Gerda Muller, and this is just a picture book depicting beautiful scenes from spring. We love the Gerda Muller season series. They are great. So I'm very excited to gift this to her. I have Daisy the Hungry Duck, and this is by Evelyn Van Dort and Marianne Wenzel. It is very, very sweet. This is another Waldorf author, and just a very cute story about ducks. A lot of books here. Pippa and Pella in the Spring Garden. We love the Pippa and Pella series. My daughter has several of them, and they're just really sweet, cute little characters. I don't know, I think they're elves. I was calling them gnomes, but I think they're actually elves. And yeah, this is their spring version, so it's perfect for Easter. And then the last one, which I did not talk about in my last video, is A Little Bunny. And I bought this just because I thought the cover was so cute. I like that it's cut out like that, and it's just a story of bunnies. It's very sweet for toddlers, and the artwork is beautiful. The next thing I got are some pajamas. I think pajamas are a great gift for every holiday. It's fun to have different pajamas for different holidays. And these I got, Burt's Bees was having a sale, and they had these which have fairies and little mushrooms on them. And I thought this was perfect for spring. But yeah, I really like the Burt's Bees jammies. They're relatively affordable, I feel like, and they have really, really pretty prints, a lot of whimsical prints, which I like. So she always needs new jammies. I got these in a size bigger than she normally wears, just because I feel like the toddler jammies are so tight, and it's so hard to get them on her after she's had her bath. So we're gonna try a size up and see how it goes, but yes, I feel like jammies are a great thing to put in the Easter basket. Next, I got something special. My daughter is obsessed with ducks, and I found this wooden pull-along toy. It's a little duck. I got it from Bella Luna, but I think the brand of this duck is Plan Toys. Yes, and it's made out of wood and then some sort of like, I don't know if it's like composite material. I'm not sure what this is, but it's just a sweet, cute little duck. And she has an alligator like this. That's a pull-along little alligator, and she'll bring it outside and everything. And she's had it for like a year, and she still plays with it. So I thought this would be a great option. And it also just looks really sweet, like sitting in her room as well on a shelf. So, but I do think she's gonna play with it a lot. She'll bring it outside over the summer. We can go for walks, and she could stroll with it on the sidewalk. And they're very sturdy, which is important because the pull-along toys are gonna be getting roughed up, especially if you bring them outside. So I think this is gonna be great. She's really gonna like it, and it's spring themed, and we really like Plan Toys. They have a lot of great things, so definitely recommend that brand. And I realized like stuff like this, you generally would order online from a shop, but it's not something you would just be able to pick up at like Walmart. But if you do live somewhere where there is a local toy store, I would recommend checking them out if you're looking for a last minute gift, because not only is it amazing to support local stores, but they have really, really beautiful things in there. Don't forget to check out the physical stores as well if you are looking for a last minute gift instead of like Amazon. The next thing I have for her basket, I got this at TJ Maxx actually. I got some bubbles, which I'm sure a lot of people put in their baskets. This one is a peep-shaped bubble. It's very cute. My daughter loves bubbles, so this will be great. And then I found this chalk that is shaped like eggs, and it's in a little egg carton. And they're not just like solid colors. They're like, I don't know, they look like tie-dye almost. They're really beautiful, and I think they'll be fun to play with during the summer once it finally gets warm and we don't have snow. But these, they're from the brand Ecolo, I'm not sure. They're very sweet. I'm sure you could pick this up, something like this, at any store really. But I was very excited when I saw this. I wanted to make sure I got some stuff for outside as well because it is going to be warming up and we will be outside a lot. And I'm hoping this year she's more into chalk because last year she was still pretty young, so we didn't use a lot of chalk. But this year she's over 2, so I think she'll start getting into art a little bit more. So it'll be nice to have these. The last like toy related thing that's going to be going in her basket is bunny stuff. I found this little wooden bunny in a small shop and I thought it was very, very cute. I think it's technically supposed to be like play food. It's a play chocolate bunny, but I figured my daughter can just play with it as a bunny. She has a lot of wooden animal toys in a little barn that she plays with them in, and I thought this would be cute to add to her collection. There are so many really nice wooden animal toys online. I think Ostheimer and Holztiger are 2 big brands that make very good quality toys, but they are pretty pricey. That's something we get her just like 1 or 2 for a special occasion like her birthday or Christmas, because I'd like to build up a collection for her. I think it's really sweet, but they are really expensive, so I realize that's not something everyone wants to spend their money on. But this one was very cheap. I think it was like $6 for this little guy. So the Holztiger and the Ostheimer ones are closer to 20. They're between 15 and 20 per one. So yeah, if you can find something like this, I think it's so sweet. And then I found this guy at a market. It is a little bunny, but it's also a finger puppet. So your kids can put them on their finger and play with it this way. I really like the soft felt material. I would love to learn how to felt. I've tried, but mine just don't come out looking anywhere near this nice. My sister felts, and she's made some really cute things for my daughter, but I have not been able to. But yeah, I was so excited to find this, and I thought my daughter would really get a kick that she could put it on her finger and do this with it. I think it'd be really fun to get her a bunch of little finger puppets, and she could do plays as she gets older. So this will be nice for her to have. And the last thing was kind of a more special gift. This is from Mehlig. It's a little egg, and it has a very beautiful pattern with bunnies and sheeps and ducks on it. And it's made out of metal, which is really nice. So this can be used, I figured, when she's not playing with it anymore, as she gets older, as long as it's still in decent condition, it can be used as a decoration because it's just so beautiful. And inside of it, I put a little bunny, and this is the Mehlig mini, like the smallest ones they have, little bunny. So this one was a lot more affordable. It was $15. Some of their stuff is pretty expensive, but I really like this size because it fits well in the little doll houses that my daughter has, and she really likes, like, all of her little toys are like this size, so this will fit along with them. And I'm really excited because she's really getting into rabbits, like little bunnies, this year. So I think this will be really perfect, and I think she'll like that she could put it in the egg and close it and open it, and it'll be like the bunny's little house. We have a store in town, which is really interesting because we live in a little rural town, and we have a toy store that opened, I think it's about a year ago. And it sells really nice stuff like Mehlig mice, and I just didn't expect us to have something like that here, but I'm so happy we do, so I try to support them when I can. And yeah, really, really cute stuff. So definitely check out your local stores if you have them. And of course, the last thing we have for the basket is chocolate. And we found these at a local grocery store. They're the Choco Love brand, chocolate eggs. And these are flat eggs, so they're not like solid, thick, hard eggs because those are dangerous for little kids. But these are, yeah, they're like flat on one side, but they are still shaped like an egg. These ones have peanut butter inside, and these ones have like a marshmallow filling. I've not tried these yet, but they sound delicious, and I have tried these and they're very good. So my thought is to put some of these into her basket, and then the rest I'm gonna, well, probably not all of them, but I'm gonna put a bunch in eggs that we hide in the yard as well. And then I still need to buy a chocolate bunny for her basket too, because she thinks the Easter bunny is definitely bringing her chocolate bunnies. So I have to make sure I pick one of those up. But this is gonna be like her main chocolate. Actually, I might try one of these marshmallow ones just because I'm curious. This is what they look like. They're quite small, which is perfect. You know what? This tastes more like a cream egg filling. It's not quite as creamy as a cream egg, but it's not like a super thick marshmallow because I was a little bit worried it would be and she wouldn't be able to eat it, but no, this is perfect. It's really good. It was delicious. I'm so glad I bought those. Okay, that is everything that I got for my daughter for her Easter basket. I hope that this helped you if you are looking for something for your child's Easter basket still. And like I said at the beginning, there's obviously no right way to make an Easter basket. You can do whatever you feel like is best for your family and you think your kids will like. I just wanted to talk about the importance of creating something that is intentional for our kids, something that we know they're gonna like, but that they're gonna like for as long of a time as possible, just to kind of combat the overconsumption and this like throwaway culture that we have, because I feel like we get sucked into buying so many things and then our kids only play with them for a little while and they end up in the landfill, which is a really big problem. But I also know it is very complicated because the stuff that is more ethically made and made with materials that are more sustainable are also so much more expensive, and not everyone can afford those things. So I totally get it if that's not in your budget, and I don't want to make anyone feel guilty or like I'm saying you have to buy certain things to give your kids a great Easter, because obviously that is not true at all. But I did want to film this just in case you are looking for something that is more sustainable and more like Waldorf-y for your kids. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would love it if you would leave a comment below and let me know some of the things you're going to be putting in your kids' Easter baskets. And I hope you have a great Easter holiday and enjoy spring, and I hope that it is warmer where you guys are than where we are right now. It was 35 degrees yesterday and we had snow, so not very spring-like, but we're hoping for warmer weather next week. All right, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye.